Hello, everybody. How are you today? Good. I'm Miriam Pico. Thank you for coming to the picnic at the opera. Woohoo!
And I'm Jamie Kramer from WTCM. Beautiful day for a picnic, I would say.
It is. We are coming at you live from the beautiful City Opera House in Traverse City, Michigan. It's a beautiful day.
It is. It's a gorgeous day.
I'm so happy to be here with you all.
So what do you have in store for everyone today?
Well, first of all, I'd like to draw your attention to the piano, where we have Mr. David Chown on the keys.
Thank you, Traverse City. We're having a heat wave now, aren't we? It's in the 30s.
Woo!
We will also be joined later on in the show by Jeff Haas and his wonderful band.
And we also, yes, keep it coming. We've also have Michael Delp and the Front Street Riders for your entertainment.
Woo! Excited about that. And we've got the fabulous Levi, Britton, and Johnny Tornga going to do a song or two for you today.
And painter Joe DeLuca is here. Fantastic artist, by the way.
And fashion today will be provided by Relish with Tracy Gable in the house, and she provided my dress today.
Ow, ow! Looking lovely.
Thank you.
As always. Well, I'm going to step away from the stage and let Miss Miriam Pico and David Chown entertain you.
We'll try. It's a little song that I desperately need to sing today for myself. It's called Travel Happy. It's all about this quote that I read one time that said, "Happiness is not a station at which we arrive, but rather it's a manner of traveling." I thought that was awesome, so I wrote a song. Here it is. If you're going my way, put a smile on your face. Let's travel happy, travel happy. 'Cause the sun always shines when there's peace in your mind. So travel happy, travel happy. Rain's gonna fall and wind's gonna blow. Friends and lovers will come and they'll go. And sometimes we all have to travel alone. But put aside your worry and strife for a minute and love this journey of life while you're still in it. While I search for the gold underneath the rainbow, I travel happy, I travel happy. And if gold I don't find, well, I really don't mind. I travel happy, I travel happy. 2, 3, 4. Put your hands together if you like. Hey. Nice. Whether car, plane, or bus, it's so sweet to be us. We travel happy, we travel happy. And if something goes wrong, won't you sing me this song? And please remind me to travel happy. And when I'm old and I'm ready to die, don't let me moan and don't let me cry. 'Cause if it turns out that heaven is only a lie, a life with no regret or fear was a way to bring heaven right here. Oh, this is my traveling song. Shadoo-ba-dee-da, ba-ba-doo-wee. Oh, I hope that you will sing along. If you're going my way, put a smile on your face. Let's travel happy. Say that with me. Travel happy, Bible happy, everybody. Thank you. All right, well, as you can see, we have the fabulous Mr. Jeff Haas in the house today. Woo! Do I use my mic?
Sure, thank you.
Jeff, today we want to talk about building bridges with music. So can you tell us a little bit about that, please?
It would be my pleasure.
Yay.
Building Bridges with Music is as it implies, the name implies, it's a music program. We go into schools throughout the state, but it is so much more than a music program. We have this wonderful group of musicians, a quintet of world-class musicians, multi-generational, multicultural musicians representing all areas of the state. And we gather together and go into schools and use music as a springboard, as a vehicle for talking about the importance of open-mindedness, first as it applies to music, because it's a safe and appropriate place to practice open-mindedness. And then we segue into the real heart of the issue, which is the importance of practicing open-mindedness, respect, understanding, and acceptance of people in general, but specifically people who are different than we are, people from different cultures, people from different races, people from different backgrounds. And then each of the musicians shares their personal stories about how prejudice and hatred and bullying has impacted their lives.
Well, I can't think of a more important thing for the 21st century than something like that for our children. If people want to donate or somehow be involved or help you with what you're doing, is there a way that they can find out how to do that?
There certainly is. You can go to our website, which is www.buildingbridgeswithmusic.org, or you can check with our executive director who's in the house this afternoon, Karen McCrary. Would you stand up and show yourself? Yeah, Karen McCrary. And we do have a very special concert coming up on this very stage. Sunday, May the 4th, we're doing a benefit for Building Bridges with Music. We're celebrating my father's 100th birthday. What would be his 100th birthday? And it will be a very special concert that will include legendary trumpeter Marcus Belgrave and R&B singer Joan Belgrave. So that will be here on May the 4th, Sunday, May the 4th. Tickets are on sale now, so support the cause through purchasing your tickets. And there will be a very special piano in the house on that day, a piano that was gifted to me recently. My dad's birthday was actually, 100th birthday was actually back in December, and we played at the Detroit Institute of Arts to celebrate his 100th birthday, the very venue where he and my mom founded the Chamber Music Society of Detroit in 1944. As part of that performance, a wonderful, wonderful man whose name is Jim Evola, he owns a number of piano stores around town, around the state. He discovered my dad's old piano at WJR, at the studios of WJR. And it was languishing in a storeroom, piled high with boxes and whatnot. And he asked folks at WJR what the piano was doing there. And he said, oh, that's Carl Haas's old piano. He used to use it here when he was on the air. And so he got the piano donated. He fully restored it from the ground up, new pin block, new strings, refurbished the casing and everything. And then he surprised me by delivering it to the DIA on my dad's 100th birthday for me to play. But then he put his arm around me and said, Jeff, that's only half the story. The concert was on a Friday. That Monday, he delivered the piano to Traverse City, and it is now at the Building Bridges offices.
I love that. It's awesome. So May 4th, please come support Jeff Haas at the City Opera House for his dad, Carl Haas's 100th birthday. That's going to be awesome. So the piano will be played here. It's going to be transported. Check it out, please. That's fantastic. And now you guys are going to do a song for us. Yes? Can you introduce your band and tell us what you're going to do?
On drums, Mr. John Driscoll from Interlochen. On bass, Mr. Jack Dryden, a longtime colleague. And on saxophone, one of my favorite people in the whole world, Ms. Lori Sears. We're gonna do a tune that I wrote at a recent presidential election. It's called Get It Right.
was wonderful. Thank you so much. Jeff Haas in the band. Woo! Very nice. Thank you. Well, don't go anywhere, because coming right up, we have the wonderful Michael Delp is going to read and entertain you. Following that, we will have Levi, Britton, and Johnny Tornga. They're going to be showing off their musical chops today on this beautiful sunny day. You are watching Picnic at the Opera on Up North TV. Please put your hands together. We'll be right back. Thank you.
Since Valentine's Day was a few days ago, I thought I'd read this poem. I met my wife in 1976 on a blind date on Valentine's Day. And I knew instantly that I wanted to marry her, but it took her a little while to catch on to that. So it was a long pursuit, but this is a poem called The River Everywhere. Under the sky, under the bed, under the house, the most beautiful woman I've ever seen is stepping out of her skin, as if out of delicate silk. She holds this skin in her hands as if it were a cloth and begins to wring it slowly. And slowly the most beautiful water begins flowing. When she lifts this water up into this world, her hands cup toward my face. And when I drink her, I know for the first time that her river is where I've lived my entire life. Even before I realized it, a river was following me underground. When I slept, it stopped moving and stayed like a shadow under the bed. And when I fished, it coursed just above bedrock. Once I remember hearing this river like a voice from a closet or a cellar, a place where the husk of a life fell into itself and was saved by the breath of the river. The river is running now over the desk, through my hands, running in the white threads of my shirt, moving in each molecule of my hair. Upstairs, I hear my wife and daughter laughing while the current sifts past their bodies. When I go up the stairs, they are both resting like stones on the floor, the river running translucent over them like a second skin. Thank you. Back to Miriam or Jamie.
Michael Delp, ladies and gentlemen. Right now, I have with me Levi, Britton, and John Tornga. Thank you so much, gentlemen, for being here. So first of all, Levi.
Hi.
Hi. You've been playing here for quite a while.
Yep.
Yeah. And you also have another band, Stolen Silver, from Chicago.
Correct.
And both of your, can I call them bands? Both bands, you're going to be coming out with new material. Can you tell me a little bit about that?
I can. Stolen Silver is the band in Chicago, and we're just about to release a new record. And also, I'm starting to record a solo record up here. So a lot of music to be listening to in the near future. And I love Traverse City, so I live here and drive to Chicago all the time, but I'd rather live up here. So, hey, we're here.
And real quick, besides new music, you have a new addition.
Yeah, I have a little boy, a little son named Rocky. He just turned 1 year old, and he's awesome. Yeah, thanks. My wife's more the hero than I am, but, you know.
Good. Way to point out the wife.
Hi, Chrissy. I don't know if you're watching at home, but you're a hero.
And Levi, so where can people see you if they're interested in kind of?
I play around town. When I'm not on the road with the band, I'll just play all sorts of venues, and I'm usually in the Express. If you guys pull that up and look for my name and come see me, that'd be really fun.
Should be a good time. And John, we could ask you a few questions. John, did I get this right? You also work at the City Opera House?
I do, yes.
And do you normally drum for Levi?
Yeah, I do, yeah.
So and anyone else that you drum for?
Krister quite a bit, and then Mike Moran here and there.
Well, gentlemen, I'm not going to take up your time anymore. Levi Britton and John Torga.
I gotta get away. I don't care if I leave today. I'm sick of this town and I'm running away. I'm getting nowhere fast. All my friends say it ain't gonna last. But I'm not gonna hang around in the past. There's times when I don't think I'll make it. And times when I know I can fake it all alone. I wanna learn how to fly and never come down. It's been a good long run. A man more sane would give up and be done. Well, I'm not that man and I'm under the gun. It's time to make it real. For so damn long I repressed how I feel. Well, I got my cards and I'm ready to deal. These dreams, but I don't think I'll say come. Reasons I know I can make them come true. I wanna learn how to fly and never come down. I gotta get away. I don't care if I leave today. I'm sick of this town and I'm running away.
Right now, Mr. Jeff Haas is with me, and he's going to perform some more great music for us.
Thank you.
Thank you, Jeff.
This is a tune that, speaking of kids, I wrote for my daughter 12 years and 2 weeks ago. It's called Anticipating the Arrival.
Thank you so much, Jeff. I don't know if it's okay to call Jeff a legend yet, but he's incredible. All right, everyone, I have Joe DeLuca with me. Nice to have you, Joe.
Thank you very much.
And Joe is an artist. He actually is the painter of the paintings that you see behind me. So, Joe, let's start at the beginning. How long have you been painting?
60 years. It's been a while.
Just a couple.
Yeah. My career started back at the university at Central Michigan University, and I taught many years at Western Michigan University, drawing and painting, and retired some years ago. Continue to work.
And you retired to Northern Michigan?
Yes, I've been here about 20 years now. Full-time.
And considering, I'm sure you can explain this far better because you are in academia. How would you describe these paintings, and what kind of procedure, I guess you'd use?
Well, it has a lot to do. May I hold this?
Yeah, go for it.
It has a lot to do with antiquity. I've traveled a lot to Italy and Portugal, and Portugal being the oldest country of Europe, and went to Pompeii and Herculaneum, and was very excited about the wall surfaces, the very textured surfaces, and so the work has kind of developed that way. I find a lot of materials and recycle them from the ground, and collage, assemblage, oil paint, and here are 3 examples that are fairly current, and have a lot of fun doing it. My studio is in my home, and so I just have to go downstairs and start working, you know.
Yeah, well, that's a great setup. And if people were interested in viewing your pieces, where could they go?
I have my work in my studio on Secor Road, outside of town, right across the street from the golf center. I have to plug the golf center. I go there frequently. Yeah, and I enjoy having any of you to come and look at the work. I have much work at home, and I have my business card here if you're interested, and call me and we'll drink some wine together and look at artwork.
I wanted to get a plug out also. You have written a book, and it is in the lobby right now, and you're kind of helping the City Opera House with that as well.
Right. The book is called Joseph D. Lucas Selected Works, 5 Decades, Drawings, Paintings, and Constructions. My friend Don Rutt is in the audience. He helped me with my show. He photographed all the work, and I thought, well, I should probably put a book together since the photography is so wonderful. And so if you leave, check it out, and let's get some money here for the Opera House.
Absolutely. Round of applause, everyone. 60 years of experience, so you might want to check out that book. Next up, I'm going to bring Miriam back to the stage, the lovely Miriam Pico.
Hello, the lovely Jamie Kramer. All right, everyone, get a peek at the latest fashions from Relish, and Levi and myself are going to join the band and David Chown, and we're going to do a lovely song for you all. I hope it's a lovely song. It's one I wrote. It's called One Day at a Time. So stick around for more Picnic at the Opera on Up North TV. Thank you.
I don't spend all my time on rivers, and occasionally I go to Canada and fish, and this is a poem about fishing in Oba Lake, Ontario, which is a train ride 212 miles north of the Sioux. I'm in a cabin halfway up the south side of Oba Lake. It's 1 in the morning, and the surface of the water is perfectly smooth. Outside, when I stand on the beach, I look up the lake, then back down. 22 miles of smooth black water, and the reflection of millions of stars. The stars. I begin to lose my orientation and think of the surface of the lake as another kind of sky. A sky you might dip your hand into and drink bits of galactic water, swallow hot particles of star. Even better, I think to myself, would be to drift out on the lake, the boat pressed between 2 skies, 2 sets of stars. How I might lean over the side of the boat and swirl the stars into new constellations, or how I might slip into the lake, swimming just under the surface, the stars mixing with my skin. Later, when I go into sleep, I keep thinking of the stars. I dream stars, bits of stars caught in the net of my dreams. My body turned to stars, fishing in the starlight of my own body, pulling huge pike up out of the belly of the lake, their eyes glistening. In the afternoon, we fish the pockets, throw our lures up close to the sheer rock cliffs. The pike come out from under the ledges, their eyes churning with old starlight, their bellies white, sudden streaks against dark water. Just before we sit down to eat the fish, I think of how their bodies pulsed in my hands, how someone might take each one of their scales from the cleaning shed, walk to the lake in absolute darkness, holding them clenched in one hand like bits of silver, and how, when they fell, they might resemble constellations, suns, bits of star sifting out of a man's hand. Thank you.
Hello, hello. All right. Well, we're going to have some fun now. We got a little good group up here. We're going to do my song One Day at a Time. Please welcome Levi Britton,
Hey, thanks.
David Chown, Lori Sears, John Driscoll, Jack Dryden. Here it is. Hope you like it. I'm rough around the edges, and tonight I cannot sleep. You know all my confessions, and you still make time for me, and that's fine. We take it one day at a time.
Oh, I don't love you for the little money that you have. We spend our lives together, and you know that can't be bad. It's so fine. Take it one day at a time. I'll stand by you, you stand by me too, wherever this road may lead.
A little faith, a little love, it's all we're gonna need.
Oh, dreams will come and go, people turn their backs away.
Love will be the one thing that is always gonna stay, and that's fine.
Take it one day at a time. I'll stand by you, you stand by me too, wherever this road may lead. A little faith, a little love,
It's all we're gonna need. Don't get anywhere, moving so fast. Slow down, babe, or you'll wind up last.
you got the rhythm and you got the rhyme. So hold on, take a life one day at a time. I'll stand by you, you stand by me too, wherever this road may lead. A little faith, a little love, all we're gonna need.
right, well, right now I have with me store owner and all-around good gal, Tracy Gable. Nice to have you here. Thank you so much. You are the owner of a great little store in the warehouse district known as Relish. Tell me a little bit about Relish.
Well, Relish is my baby. I didn't know what to do. I had a children's clothing store, and I knew that was not what I wanted to do for my rest of my life. So I opened a women's clothing store and named it Relish.
Why Relish?
Well, I couldn't think of a name, and I took a couple girlfriends to House of Dogs for lunch and said, nobody is leaving here till we find a name. And I looked over, and a girl was taking a bite of this hot dog that had about 3 inches of relish on the top. And I said, Relish, that's it. And they were like, no, that's a condiment. I said, no, that is not the only thing it is. So, and I thought of other names, and that just came back to me.
Relish. It's a great name, and it's a great store. If you haven't been there, it's kind of tucked away right now, and you are the only store that's still in the building.
Yes, I'm in the old lighting center, for those of you that have been around town for a while. I'm basically the only business left in there right now. They're going to be doing some construction, and then it'll be full again, but right now I'm kind of by myself.
But you have a Facebook page.
I do have a Facebook page, facebook.com, RelishTC. You can find me.
And will your fearless little pug be there as well?
He is with me every day, Simon. People come just to see him. Little black pug, he's one. Quite amusing.
He's adorable, been there. So you brought 3 great designs with us today, and who do we have first?
First is Liz. And she is wearing Big Star's super skinny jeans, a cute little blazer in a color freesia, which is one of the colors for spring, a navy lace top underneath, and a chevron infinity scarf, which is still popular again this season.
I love this outfit. Love, love, love it. Thank you, Liz. It's gorgeous. And who is this lovely young lady?
Next is Amber, who has on a cute little spring dress, which is a dazzling blue color, which is also in the Pantone colors for spring, with a white lace overlay, a cute little jean jacket, which should be in everyone's closet. Even if you've had it for the last 20 years, it's still in style.
All right, thank you so much. Gorgeous. All right. I'm sure they're not going to stop. Who do we have? Ooh, look at this.
This is Tall Katie, and she has on a high-low dress, striped, which she can wear because she's so thin. High-low is in again this season for about the 3rd season in a row. This is a pretty casual dress, but we dressed it up with a cute little bow belt and a little meshy kind of shrug. But you can also, it's great for over a bathing suit or just shopping around town.
Fantastic. Beautiful, beautiful. And I just want to mention, can I find the dress that you're wearing there?
You sure can. This dress is by Effie's Heart, which is one of my favorite designers. She makes the greatest patterns. This just came in yesterday, so I thought with the music notes, I better wear it today.
Perfect. Well, thank you so much, Tracy. Right now, I'm going to give it up. Thank you.
Very lovely.
That
Thank
was
you, Jamie
awesome.
Kramer.
Thank you.
Thank you, everyone from Relish. All right, everyone, we have Jeff, Haas, and the band. They're going to do one more song for you. Jeff, would you like to? Woo! I'm going to do a little turn for you. This is Jeff. I'm just showing off the dress. That was very intentional. That was lovely, Jeff Haas. You should do that. You should do that before every show. Here you go, Jeff. Tell us what you're going to do.
Thank you, Miriam. So when we go into the schools, and we've been into over 600 schools throughout the state, we talked with over 50,000 students about the importance of open-mindedness and respect. We oftentimes play my original music, and we play this tune. It's called Polly's Pride. And I let the students know that my Uncle Polly was an aspiring opera star in Germany in the 30s. And when the Nazis came through and he found himself having to leave in a hurry, he came to Detroit. what I let the students know is that an opera star in the 30s in Germany was much like a rock and roll star these days in the United States. That's how much prestige a person of that position held. But Uncle Paul came to Detroit, and he spent the rest of his working days as a stock boy in an A&P grocery store. And he was a proud man. He was a major contributor to his community. He was my surrogate grandparent. And I used to go to the A&P grocery store at the corner of Fenkell and Wyoming, and as soon as I would come in the front door, I'd hear Verdi and Puccini coming out of the stockroom while he was marking the cans. This is Paulie's Pride.
Wow. Incredible. I can't believe the talent that we have here on stage today and at the City Opera House 365, well, days a year, with varying, days.
Pretty close.
Right now I have with me Christy Doctor and Judy Harrison, and we're going to talk about the City Opera House and a kind of new program here called Keep Arts at the Heart. And Christy, I kind of would like you to explain to everyone what exactly that is.
Absolutely. So the City Opera House has been around for 122 years as of 2 weeks ago. And we're working on a sustainability model we found once we restored the property that we needed to sustain it. So the model is based on community donations. Keep arts at the heart. We believe what makes us unique is we are in the heart of the region, in the heart of downtown, delivering all kinds of formats of art. And we present over 130 events a year. And so we're really trying to be more vocal about that, as well as carry on the message that community donations are vital to our sustainability.
Thank you. And real quick, this is Judy Harrison from Swing Shift and the Stars. If you don't know her, now you do. And Christy, Swing Shift has been around for how many years now?
We just finished our 6th season.
6th season, and you've raised how much?
Almost $1 million.
Almost
that has gone directly back into the community.
That's incredible. And without this facility, Swing Shift wouldn't have a home.
I can't imagine. I honestly cannot imagine Swing Shift in the Stars without this facility and the people in this facility. It's just, people come back to our shows many times because of the ambiance, because of what's here. And it's just been so important to us. And honestly, people have said, hey, have you thought about going somewhere else, maybe a little larger, because we do sell out? We said, absolutely not. There is no place. We want to be in the heart of Traverse City, and this is it. And it would be a shame if this wasn't here.
That's so very true. And Judy, if you were to kind of make your plea to everyone to help out, what would you say?
I would say that the City Opera House is sustained and is here because of us, because of the people in the community. And it's really important that everybody realizes that. I think some people think that this beautiful facility is sort of taken care of, but it needs to be taken care of by us. And so I just can't say how important I feel like it is. The arts touch every one of us, and they're so important in all of our lives, and they're doing so much of it. And plus, you get to be here amongst, in the piece of history that a lot of communities don't have this piece of history left in their area.
And we are so thankful for it. And everyone, thank you so much, Judy, and thank you, Christy. Everyone, you all have a bag on your table. And I ask that you please give generously to the City Opera House. We need to keep this facility open. It brings so much to our community. Thank you, ladies. Thank you. All right. Miriam.
Thank you very much,
Are
ladies.
you tired yet, Miss Thing?
I'm not tired. I'm just warming up.
All
Where's
right,
the
all
after
right.
party
Here
after
we
this
go.
picnic? Oh, you all are going back to work. Darn.
All right. Well, first of all, you guys were a lovely audience.
You were. Thank you so
So
much.
awesome.
Thank you very, very much for coming.
Thank you. And we have a few thank yous to give out.
We have a lot of thank yous. I've been told to have you please save your applause till the end because we have so many thank yous. So please, guys, come on out here. We'd like to thank our special guest, Jeff Haas, today. Put your hands together at the end. Shout!
Just keep the applause coming.
Just keep it going.
That's fine.
Levi Britton.
Artist Joe DeLuca.
Closed by Relish.
Levi Britton and John Torga.
Yeah. Judy Harrison for the City Opera House. Liz Galea. Katie Chung, Amber Echo. Front Street Writers, Michael Delp.
Pangea's Pizza, yum, and thank you. The Dish also provides lunch deals for the show.
JG Rentals, 9 and 10 News, Fox 32 News, WTCM Radio.
As well as Travers Repo, Fox 32, and of course WTCM.
Northwestern Michigan College for the sound they provided today. Thank you so much. How about Nadine up here running the show?
Oh, Miss Nadine, thank you, dear.
David Chown and Jeff Haas are going to take it away, everybody. Thank you. You've been a wonderful crowd.
And don't forget to donate to the City Opera House, guys.
Take care.